welcome to Highland, a Beavis and Butt-Head Rewatch podcast. My name is Chris Paul.
And I'm Drew Malkins. What up, humans?
We are talking about the short Bedpans. Sorry. We are talking about the short Bedpans and Broomsticks, written by Chris Kreski, and you can tell. And
yeah,
it aired on June 14th, 1993. The music videos are Joe Cocker, Unchain My Heart, Izzy, Stradlin, and the JuJu Hands, Shuffle It All, Dry, Acid Rain, Enough to Enough, Fly High Michelle, and King Missile with Detachable Penis. You guessed it. They said penis.
They did say penis. That's been coming up on my Spotify lately, I think because I've been playing more like from the Beavis and Butt-Head album.
Yeah.
And then, King Missile just started showing up. Just that song. No Deep Missile deep cuts.
Yeah, I don't think there's another song that would come up.
Yeah.
I'm sure they made other ones, but...
Yeah, they probably put out an album, but it would be very surprising if I saw a different song come up from King Missile.
You make a song that good called Detachable Penis, you end up being the Detachable Penis guys.
Yeah.
That's just how
like
it goes.
that song. It's pretty good.
This episode opens on the TV spoof, parody, joke, gag things that they do. This one's a sperm whale.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty obvious joke. There is a funny one little bit in that made me laugh is they start talking about how they're endangered and whatnot. Yeah. And it looks like Butthead's going to cry, and then he stops, and he's like, dude, did you fart?
Yeah, and they're sperm whales. But, yeah, it's also...
Yeah.
It's an episode about a fat guy, and there's a whale. Haha.
Oh, I didn't make that connection. But yeah. They do. So they go to the videos after that, and they cut right to we're starting with action. They're on a motorized wheelchair.
It feels like there's a scene missing. We start so in the thick of action.
I think. I think they started on action on purpose.
Yeah.
My guess is that this was all about the animating the run through the hospital. Yeah.
There's definitely some cool action sequences in this episode, and that's something that hasn't really happened too much.
Yeah.
Before now, there's a lot I like about this episode.
But they're on a motorized wheelchair, and they're drinking from IV bags.
Yeah, it looks like they're drinking lemonade.
Yeah, it's a yellow liquid. I don't know what they're trying to...
Butthead says community service rules. I don't know how this is community service, why they're there.
My guess, what you're to surmise right off the jump is that they've been doing community service, and it entails helping Billy Bob around. So while he's inside his appointment, they're driving around on his wheelchair with his IV bags.
Okay.
Drinking probably some kind of hydration, like Gatorade type.
Yeah.
Some sort of electrolyte.
Okay. That makes sense.
Bags that he has because he's a fat guy that doesn't drink water.
Yeah.
So that's what you gather, but it takes a minute because they cut away from them. They just show Billy Bob as an appointment, and it's a big fat guy on a treadmill, which is not a great place to be if you're a big fat guy.
Yeah.
The whole time the doctor's talking to him, he's fantasizing and picturing his head as food. It's super early 90s fat jokes.
Yeah.
Which I don't have a problem with. I run the other channel I run is Roast Battle channel.
Yeah.
There are many great fat jokes, but these are not. These aren't them.
Yeah, I do really like the voice and kind of the animation of the talking breakfast. like the doctor's face turns into this like talking breakfast plate, and I kind of like that stuff. I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it made me laugh. I'm not getting high and mighty about fat jokes. It's kind of I mean, they really play it up, and I think there's smarter ways to do it.
I hate to like harp on Chris Kreski kind of having kind of more mean-spirited episodes, but this is a pretty mean-spirited episode. I don't know.
I love the run through the hospital.
We're not judging you.
It's the 90s.
Yeah,
man.
it was the 90s. This was the show you were working on.
It's nothing that's I don't find any of it like super egregious. It was if you watch anything from that time, every single fat person is carrying a milkshake around.
This isn't holding up
eating
severed toes in front of a guy that just shot him off. So I'm cool with this episode. It's just it's another mean-spirited one.
Yeah, it's
Chris Kreski, if you're watching, please just come hang out and tell your side of the story. We'd love to have you.
It is funny that they reveal as Billy Bob's staring out the window at the hamburger place across the street. Yeah. While his doctor's talking, they reveal the license plate or vanity plate on the back of the wheelchair, and you find out that it belongs to Billy Bob. And so that's how where you put it together. I think I said "oh" out loud. Yeah, because it is a confusing opening. So he chases them across the parking lot and through the emergency room part of the hospital. Yeah, and there's some crazy stuff there. They roll up in one room, and it's a drug reference, which is again a Kreski kind of thing too, where Butthead's like, try the morphine. It's wonderful today. Yeah. Oh, which makes you wonder, maybe those IV bags they had were morphine.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe that's what community service, they stole morphine from the hospital, and
maybe that's what it is.
I bet that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Now, well, that's why we talk about them in the episodes.
Yeah. This one's a bit confusing.
So they're high on morphine is my takeaway now.
Okay.
As they're running through away in the hospital and stuff. What else was there? There was like another.
Somebody was getting a colonoscopy.
Oh yeah.
And then they run into the doctor, and like the whole camera goes up this guy's pooper.
Yeah.
It's a really well animated segment. Like you see this guy screaming, and like you can see his teeth. Like it's really well done.
And then I think there was one with a pregnant lady.
There was something with a pregnant lady.
Run through exactly. And there's somebody's having a baby, and I think they're just kind of like gross and keep moving. Yeah. All the while, Billy Bob is chasing him, and I looked away to take notes, but he steps on a spike or something.
Yeah, he steps on a spike, and they show it coming out of the top of his foot.
Oof. Yeah. Those spikes at the hospital that the airport too, where you drive over them one way, you can't drive over them the other way.
He steps on one of those, and it goes through the top of his foot. It's pretty brutal.
And then there's a weird cut in this one where they go to a music video in the middle of the scene. Once Billy Bob catches up with them, they drive down some steps and crash. Yeah. And then he comes in behind them, and there's a weird cut where they cut away to a music video. And typically it's a whole new scene when they come back from music videos. But this one comes back to the same shot and then shows Billy Bob fall down the steps. Yeah. I didn't write down. I don't remember which. I think it was Dry. It was the Acid Rain song that just pops in mid sequence, and which is a weird edit that I noticed. But it feels like the same amount of time they always put in, because the rest of the scene is the same length as their typical button.
Yeah, I think this was just a long scene and they decided to cut it up.
Yeah. Leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger in a way.
Yeah.
So they come back and Billy Bob's falling down the steps. The motorized wheelchair is all banged up, and he has a heart attack.
Yep.
And dies or almost dies. He's still breathing, but they electrocute him with the cable from the...
Yeah. This is like the smartest thing Butt-Head's ever done.
Yeah, they shock him. It actually works and revives him.
Yeah.
And of course he starts immediately mumbling about gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they do save his life. They fish $11 out of his underwear while they think he's dead, though. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, they rob him just because it's a mean... Well, I said it was a mean-spirited episode. They didn't even need to say that, but they do. They robbed him.
Yeah, I'm pretty neutral on the... Like, I like this... The mean-spirited version just as much of these characters. But it is... You're really starting to pick up on is different writers at this time have different takes on them that come through, where Mike Judge is more like they're just really stupid. They don't mean well, but they don't... Yeah. They're just dumb guys doing whatever their interest is.
Yeah, and this is the first appearance of Billy Bob, and he doesn't become like a regular character per se, but he shows up a lot for the rest of season 2.
Yeah, he comes in and out. There's a handful of these characters.
I think he's a boss in the video game.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, that's like... This is they're one of their first sort of physical antagonists. Yeah. That are like really coming after him. Yeah. Until we meet Todd. But they think it's cool when he does it. Yeah. At this point, they're the kind of the cool bullies. Like, they're the Todds, really, at this point in the show, until Todd is introduced and takes them down a peg. Because they ripped a guy's toes off at the movie theater. They're vandals and they're more mischievous, especially when Kreski writes them. Yeah. The music videos, and like, do you have anything?
I just wanted to say that again, them bringing him back to life with the... I wish there had been a setup for that. Like instead
they could have seen it on TV.
Yeah, like instead of the whale, they're watching like a medical thing, and they do like the machine to shock the chest or something.
That would fix this whole thing. Like that would. Yeah. It would. I won't say what, but it would add a half a star for me. Yeah. Because that would be. They're still all new to writing. Like, these guys came from, like, writing ads for MTV, and a lot of those are hilarious at the time. Yeah. So it's not like, they were probably, like, not experienced with TV writing. But, yeah, that would have been a much better way to do the whole thing, and to at least set it up that they saw this somewhere. Yeah. But I mean, you can take away that Butt-Head has seen this on TV. Yeah. As most of the nonsense they do, I assume, is where they're learning everything. The mom is busy. Let's see. Yeah, they do save his life though, and they are happy about that. Yeah, because it makes them heroes. The music videos for this one, I didn't have any notes. This is one of those ones where they enjoy a couple of songs, they don't like a couple. There is some funny interaction with the Joe Cocker video.
Yeah, the Joe Cocker video starts with like a setup, like little movie part, and they're like, "Is this Lethal Weapon?"
Yeah, yeah, because it's a black guy and a white guy that come in, and they're kind of like dressed like detectives, kind of thing. Yeah, that bit was funny. Yeah, the rest of it, Detachable Penis. This is a funny one for them to watch. I mean, they're just completely spazzing out.
Yeah, they're losing their minds because people are actually saying the word penis on TV.
Yeah, they're leaning in. It's like this weird, like you're looking through a peephole at them kind of angle where they're like really leaning into the TV to hear it.
Not quite like a fisheye, but almost kind of like that.
Yeah, and they almost have a stroke repeating, he said penis, he said penis.
I will say I like all the Billy Bob anime, like the way they drew him like running and stuff. Like he's a well animated character. Yeah. As much as he's like a fat joke.
Well, for this whole episode, the animation is carrying it.
Yeah,
because it's very good. The chase sequence is fun.
Yeah.
There's like a couple of good gags. There's at least 3 good gags as they go through the hospital. With the colonoscopy guy, the morphine thing, and the pregnant lady. So this one feels like there is a through line, like there's actually there's a setup and there's a bunch of punchlines, as opposed to the previous week, the one we just did, with the haiku. That was just kind of a setup and just one gag, and it was kind of it.
Yeah. This one's no setup, and then gags kind of just happen.
I would argue there is setup. They just reveal it throughout.
Yeah.
And I feel it's a smart. They reveal part of the setup through one of the punchlines of the morphine thing.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, oh, I mean, it took me to this discussion, but it sets up they're on morphine. Like they're starting with action and they're revealing the setup along the way, and I think this is in that way more smartly written than some of the other episodes.
I can see that. Yeah.
Do you want to do ratings?
Sure. I'm gonna go 2.5. It's pretty good. The animation's pretty good, but it's a lot of fat jokes that, like, I don't know. There's funnier things going on the show usually. I don't know, but
I gave it 3.5.
Okay.
Because of the chase animation.
Yeah.
Primarily, I did enjoy that. So
that's fair.
All right. Well, that's Bedpans and Broomsticks for you. Thank you.
Yeah, which is a Disney reference. There was a movie called Bedknobs and Broomsticks. I meant to mention that earlier. Anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
Drive through.